All right, garden tour October, and we're starting here in front of the house, the front garden, where it's always so beautiful. And we're seeing here this mixture of sedum with goldenrod, solidago, and the bluebeard, as well as some of this volunteer white snake root, which is an aster that is native, and it just kind of popped all up in this garden here, and we're accepting it all. So, in fact, even in October, this is all doing quite well. Now, the slope over here is, kind of a lot of grasses still. We got some of our alliums that have already flowered, and, just a lot of other flowering things or things that have already passed. We do have a geranium in the back there. But yeah, grasses and all of this is kind of in its end phase, but it still looks very nice. Now over here we have a bit of a different issue. So they had to fix the sewer line here, and they just kind of destroyed the whole garden in the process. We have to keep our holly bush, which they said they were gonna take out, but that's still there, so that's fine. And so this is just kind of a blank slate now. Maybe some of this store barrier will come back. Maybe some of the grasses that were in here will also come back. We're not really sure yet. I'm not sure if we're going to plant anything right away, but we might. We kind of want to get a tree for the death strip here, probably back where the tree was before, maybe. But yeah, so otherwise the sorbaria and the northern sea oats, that's bad. Yeah, there you go. Northern sea oats, and seed phase for everything. All these annuals have gone to seed. The black-eyed seasons, the coreopsis seeds are all here. And then our lavender, which is doing quite well. I need to cut this back a bit, but it's growing and doing well. This probably needs to all be dealt with a little bit, but that's what's going to happen today, later. I had put some strawberry down here, and the strawberry is fine down here. There was a little strawberry. A little tiny strawberry, which I'm going to eat. And yeah, there was like a little sedum that I planted down here, but it did not do well. Okay. So that's that. We'll just go up the slope here. Now, so I'm reseeding some of this with clover, but some of the grass will come back in. There were a few plants here that I moved, but there are some alliums, or not alliums, like other bulb plants in here, like irises and lilies, and who knows, that may come back. This hydrangea, they messed up pretty good. It also might come back, but they really chopped the hell out of it for no good reason. Anyway, we're not dwelling on it. This is just some like horseweed, some other like volunteer coreopsis, black-eyed seasons kind of infiltrating their beds here. Erica's garden, which we kind of just gave up on this year. Then we still have some basils and sages that we pull from sometimes, but we're probably going to redo this whole area soon. Got our little rhododendron that I had to make some cuts on because it wasn't doing too hot. It was kind of unhealthy. It's doing a little better, but it might need to be cut back a bit and then kind of allowed to grow fresh. This tree here is also growing substantially, so might have to be aware of some of those things. So these were some flowers I had in the front yard that grew from seed. They are like a New England aster, Symphyotrichum, that I collected seed from in the park, and then was able to get the grow in the front yard. So I saved that from the front yard and put it in the side here. We'll see if it seeds and persists. And here's some butterfly weed that was also thriving in the front, but oh, look at harvestman. Daddy longleg, beautiful. This is doing quite well in the front, but again, I had to move it in short notice, so they're living over here for now. And then some geraniums that are doing okay, and just other couple things. This is kind of a shady area. It doesn't get a ton of sun, This little rain garden area gets a little bit more sun, but it's mostly kind of just weedy plants at the moment. We do have some like a pokeweed over here, which I do love. A pokeweed, I love the berries. Also got this black nightshade with these little black tomatoey things, which is pretty cool. And fun fact, black nightshade is not poisonous. It's just been compared to the deadly nightshade, which it is not the same as. But regardless, that's growing here. And then this like giant, like almost looks like a dill or something. I'm not really sure what that thing is. Maybe it's something to do. This is just some seed mix, like low growing flower seed mix that I just kind of threw down here, and it just puts out little flowers, and none of them are native, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. But as far as native flowers go, our side garden here there are a few new surprises I'm quite happy about. So there's more of that white snake root, which I didn't grow, but here is some more goldenrod that I grew from seed. Now this one is, there's two varieties here. There is kind of the Canada goldenrod, like this taller variety. And then this one, I believe, is a seaside goldenrod, which is a little shorter and a little bit more like distinct little flower bracts coming off instead of these long racemes. So yeah, there's goldenrod all through here. That looks like some swamp milkweed. Our yarrow, I mean, that yarrow texture, I just cannot get over how beautiful that is. There's a little zinnia in there, managed to survive, and I'll try and put a few more things in here. Here's my favorite flower, which I'm going to be trying to grow more from seed this year. It's a broadleaf mountain mint. This might be the slender leaf variety, but either way, mountain mint is just kind of a cool flower. I love mints. I love anything in the mint family, Lamiaceae. And that's kind of it. I haven't really been mowing much. I've been kind of letting the bugs thrive in the tall grasses. There have been some deer in the yard. I did see some deer poop around here recently, so that's been a thing. In the back here, again, we've been letting it go kind of wild. I have some dayflowers kind of growing in here. These are all native evening primrose and milkweeds all through here. Pokeweed is doing quite well. This will probably persist. Yeah, all these milkweeds are going to seed, and I'll replant those. This thing's growing crazy. We'll probably have to hack that back a bit. This is all nuts. This is like amaranth, pigweed. This is Biden's, which is a beggar's ticks. It's an aster, native aster, and there's tons of this growing all through here. So I will also need the hack back soon. Look at that giant. Oh, that's a giant pokeweed back there. Look at all those pokeweed berries. Holy crap. Yeah, so the natives have actually been doing quite well in the backyard, which is cool to see. But the last little bit of news is that I've got my, these are acorns, white oak acorns that I collected and put in pots, and they should be sprouting right now because I got a really fantastic collection of fresh acorns this year. So I should have some success. I did collect some various like walnuts and hickory nuts here that I've kind of let the squirrels have at, so that they play with that and don't avoid the acorns, but we'll see. Last of all, I did kind of notice at the last minute that we did indeed have a sunflower that persisted. Now the squirrels or something already got to it and ate a lot of the seeds, but yeah, there was a little sunflower here, which was a little junior from the year before. And okay, that's it. That's the garden. So I hope you enjoyed the tour, and we'll see what next year brings. Okay, bye.